today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now Lawrence on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They go play action now. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. It's Buchanan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Catch made here by Campbell. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. It's Buchanan. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Buchanan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bush. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They go play action here on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one, 32 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. I got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at 4th in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice, because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
From the 25 on second down, Lawrence. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 39, Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Bush. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Sitting in 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
2nd and 8 coming up. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go. Before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now the try here for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lions. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Lawrence going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit it with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Here we go on 4th down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Andrews. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Buchanan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards the pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Andrews. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 30, the 20. 10, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
103 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now Brian Flores going to take a chance here as he'll throw the red challenge flag.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Here's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they'd have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line. I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Powering his way forward. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bush.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Buchanan. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
He finds his man, complete. That's Collins.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.